Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby, thanks for joining us. How are we at Thursday already? Where's the week gone? It's the 11th of January for goodness sake. But it's lovely to have you with us and we are set to go for what is going to be a fabulous day. Slightly different today in terms of the show lengths. It's going to be a big day because it is the start of our January sale. Hit the website up. We'll show you how to do that in just a few moments' time, but there are loads of great deals on the website, up to 75% off 500 items currently, with 200 sort of new lines being added to that as well. So there's lots to look for. Get in early because you know what happens. Everybody gets in, snaffles up all of the best deals and they disappear rather quickly. But we'll show you how to do that very shortly. We're celebrating the start of our January sale with a big cartload tonight. Sarah will be whirlwinding her way into the studios for a 3-hour cartload with me a little bit later on. That begins at 5 o'clock UK time, so a little bit earlier. That is midday Eastern, that is 9 AM Pacific. In between times, we've got a craft along, slightly shorter because we've got that 3-hour show later. We've got a 1-hour craft along coming your way at the usual time, 3 o'clock this afternoon, that is 10 o'clock Eastern. And of course, in this show, we give you the heads up on the craft along, we give you the heads up on the January sale, and we give you the opportunity to get in nice and early on the goodie bags that we've got for you. We've got a Ben Super Saver goodie bag. We've also got a Sarah Super Saver goodie bag. And we've got a brand new launch today as well. And I'm going to tell you in just a little while what that launch is. And I'm also going to tell you how you can get your hands on the brand new launch for free. All that's coming up. However, it is not just me over the course of the first 2 shows. Obviously, Sarah's here later, but I'm delighted to say, back in the fold, looking absolutely marvellous, is one of my absolute faves. It is the one and only Jan Brown.
Good morning.
How are you, Jan?
It's good to be back.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes, I was just going to say Happy New Year to everybody because I know it's the 11th of January, but it is my first day back on air. So, yes, I've had some time off over Christmas with the family.
How was it?
Absolutely loved every minute of it. Obviously, the littlies are getting to an age now where they were just totally into it. So seeing Christmas through their eyes has been epic. It really has. So, yeah, as I said to Steve, I said, I'm quite excited this morning about coming back to work because I've not been here since the beginning of December, but yeah, I had some lovely messages. I popped a message on at the beginning of this month on my work page, on my Crafters Companion page, and absolutely got inundated with well wishes. So thank you to all of you out there for the messages. I have read them. It's not always possible to reply to them all because of this, you know, the amount of them. But yeah, Happy New Year back to everybody. I'm thrilled to be back. Absolutely thrilled. And to get to work with you. We keep passing in the corridor, but I've not worked with you for a while, I don't think, Ben.
We didn't work together for ages, did we? At the back end of last year, and then we had one show, I think, together in December. And that was about it. If it's once a month, that's about it, isn't it, at the moment, sadly? Which is weird because I'm in here more often than anybody. So, do you know what I mean? It's weird that we haven't done more shows together. But hopefully, New Year's resolution for 2024, you and I will do more shows together.
I hope so.
Do you want to have a quick look at this before? Because I know you've got some...
I'm going to show some cards.
You show yours first.
Shall I do these?
You do yours.
I'll do these first. Okay. So, yeah, these are actually linked to our craft along later, which I was just realising I've not brought the project over, so I will show you that when I get back to my little station across the way.
Yeah.
But it is all about the illustrated embossing folders, and I was thrilled when this landed on my my doorstep. So I've got some samples to show you. Really? And the idea of these were that, you know, they lend themselves to being coloured in. But of course, Jan's not going to do that for the craft along. You know me, I like to do something different. So we're going to approach it slightly differently. But this is the idea. And you can just see, you know, whether you're using papers, inks, whether you want the gilding wax. I've actually got our metallic ink pads involved today. That colouring in, they're absolutely gorgeous. They're a regular embossing folder, so what we tend to refer to as a 2D folder, but so many opportunities. If you like the colouring, if you don't like the colouring, I'm going to show you a different way to use them. them. Mixing and matching them. We've got one in the background and then the focal point. Absolutely beautiful. Just look at the colouring in some of these. Absolutely gorgeous. And then the one, of course, every collection has got to have a butterfly in it, hasn't it? So yeah, we've got all those different designs. We'll go through those in more detail when we get back to the respective desks. And I will show you my craft along project when I get back over there, because I've been off for a while and I forgot the routine and I've left it over there.
It's fine.
I'll be honest.
I'm here all the time and I forget the routine day to day, so I wouldn't worry about it, to be honest with you. And we've got a new launch as well. Get your hands on this. Where do you want me to do it? Should I do it here? Wait, we'll go to 3.
Get ready.
Hang on. Okay, well, this is a bit difficult for me. Back to front, wrong way around. Jan, are you joking me?
Honestly.
How gorgeous is our new holographic
I
pad?
actually whooped out loud when this appeared on my list of products today. I must admit, I think holographic card is very underrated.
Yes.
And when you look at that as a pad, and the fact that it's 12 by 12 as well, it's got so many possibilities. And you might only want to use a little bit, which is what I'm going to do in my first demo. It doesn't have to be a lot to give your projects that extra sort of luxury feel. It's like Aurora, isn't it? It's beautiful, all those colours in it. Just imagine adding the glitter paste over the top of that.
Well, I don't know why you're looking at me. Don't look at me. I'm not impressive. It's this you want to look at, not me. Cool, dear.
Just look at that.
It's in.
So can you imagine those glitter pastes over the top of it, Ben?
Oh, come on.
Oh, double whammy.
Look at that page.
Yeah? They're gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. You need at least 2 of these, one to look at and one to actually use. Yeah.
I think I am just going to sit here for the rest of the show and just do
and
this.
just wiggle it around.
Yeah. We'll put some disco music on in the background.
Who needs a disco ball?
Exactly right. I mean,
Beautiful.
listen, multi-order this like it's going out of style. It's £12.99 for goodness sake. When I saw the price on this, I literally thought we'd made a mistake. That's incredible value, isn't it?
Yep.
$16.95. That's before your discount as well. And just to say, what I would be doing today if I were you is getting your hands on the Super Saver deals that we've got. So we've got a Ben Super Saver bag, which we'll show you, and we've got a Sarah Super Saver bag. And the way I look at it is that if you get the Sarah Super Saver bag, you're going to get a whole host of goodies for free. Wait till I show it to you. And this is included. It's like you buy a few items, you get a goodie bag and the holographic pad for free. Plus, you get extra bonus points as well. So I'll take you all around that, but I would go Sarah Super Saver goodie bag. I would get another one of these in your basket as well, or maybe another couple, 3, wherever the budget lies.
I'm going to say you need at least 2, as I say, one to actually use and cut into. The other one just stays there to look at. It's a standard thing with paper pads, Ben. You've always got to have one just to look at and stroke. But yeah, stunning. I want to put this in my my craft room and just have it on the walls.
Yes.
But I don't have many walls with it being a conservatory, so yeah. Can you just imagine reflecting it back out of the conservatory?
Yeah.
What's she doing in there?
It's already selling, let me just tell you. We'll say a few hellos because it's a busy old morning. Radical Rachel on the socials this morning, and Sandra Dundas first in saying good morning, Ben, Jan, crew, and all my crafty chatty chums. Jan, I hope you've had a great Christmas, and HNY to you.
HN.
NY,
I thought you said HM. I got lost on the M.
No,
yes.
HNY.
Yes.
Sarah Brown says, hello everyone, hoping you're all well. Oh look, it's my favourite person, Jan.
Oh, bless.
Sending you hugs.
Hi, Sarah.
Hope you're well and Happy New Year from Melbourne, Australia. And she says in brackets, okay Ben, you are my all-time favourite presentation lead presenter.
Oh, there you go. Official title.
Yeah, I got an award for that over Christmas.
Did you?
I don't think I've talked about that yet.
Excellent.
Hi to Linda, who joins us from Maryland. Carol Dunn's in from Cornwall. Lynn Morton's in from just up the road. And Alicia says, good morning and greetings from Arkansas. Peace and love to everyone. Did you know, Alicia, today is National Arkansas Day?
Is it? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
No. We were talking about it yesterday. So happy Arkansas, or Arkansas as you call it, day to you, Alicia, and everyone else in Arkansas. Zoe says, good morning from a nippy West Sussex. I'm staying by the wood burner today. I love a wood burner. Oh. Yeah. I keep saying we should light the fire here, really. We never light the fire, do we?
Yeah, that's probably why it's so cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrooge is here. He won't even give us a match to light the fire.
I always laugh when I come up here. I always text my husband, tell him I've come north of the wall when I get up here. Because it's cold where we are, but by the time I've driven up here, I'm like, ooh.
I never thought we could go this far north before I moved up here. As far as I was concerned, round about where you live, that was the north.
That was north, yeah.
You didn't go any further. You went any
100
further.
mile further up, yeah, definitely north of the wall.
Yeah.
Those of you that watched a certain programme will know what I mean with that one.
Go further than Sheffield, Nottingham, you just drop off the map. That's it. The car just goes. Pamela's joined us from Cornwall. Oh, loads of Cornwall folk in this morning. That's lovely. Kim Rice says, Jan is looking great. She is. Amanda says, thrilled to see you here again, Jan. And Amanda says, what a brill CC day coming up. Whoop, whoop. And Janice Watson says, I need that holographic card.
You need it in your life.
There's going to be a lot of people going for that today, isn't there?
Definitely.
Listen, we'll show you that in more detail. I'll show you the Super Saver goodie bags. But listen, shop the Cartload show now. All I can tell you is that there are a few items that will be going live before the show, without spoiling it too much. But I know you always ask, are there things going to be going live? There's, I think, 6 new items will be going live just before the show, but pretty much everything else is there for you. Grab the goodie bags as fast as you can. We've got lucky dips which you can dip into as well, which we'll talk about, but it's all there and it's all celebrating the start of our January sale. So the website details are here for you. The January sale you will be able to click onto and get ahead of the deals before everybody else gets there. It is up to 75% off. There you go. Shop it now. Click on it. See the deals. We are, as I say, kicking it off with this show. We have got the official launch of it this evening on Cartload, but there's so many great deals. There's 500 of them there, right? Up to 75% off. Have a good look through. You can see for yourself what we've got. I mean, loads of the Wild at Heart collection in there. I can see ink pads. I can see paper pads. I can see embossing folders. There's loads. Have a good look through. Don't click on the chat button if you don't want to chat to people. I mean, if you do want to chat to people, you can. You've got all of these fantastic deals. Look, we've got Softcraft in here. There's dies. As I say, I can see embossing folders in there. There's just tons. Have a good look through. Grab those deals before anybody else because it is going to be a busy, busy morning. Linda Fitzsimmons is with us saying, good morning all. Looking forward to today's shows. And Jan looks so well. Jan is looking marvellous. And I'll tell you something else which is looking marvellous over the other side of the studio is Jan's project for the craft along, which we can have a sneaky peeky look at.
Yeah, as I say, it was using the folders and I've tried to do a slightly different technique. So we're not actually going to spend an age colouring them in because obviously in real time, any of you that like colouring will know that it does take time. So I've actually gone for an inked background and then we're going to use the metallic ink over the top to highlight it. So we'll work on that. But I've actually gone for a little calendar. I thought with it being the beginning of the year, it's my first day in January back.
Yeah.
And it's done in an easel style, so it will actually fold reasonably flat if you want to actually gift it to someone, but then it's just going to tip there. I've used the calendar tab as the sort of stopper to stop it, and then just any of your number dies that you have in your stash. This is a really old set that I've got at home that I go to every time, and I've just actually die cut these, and you can see that they're shiny. I've used our glossy highlights over the top of those. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
But a 1 hour, just
yes,
to
for an
mention.
hour. I've got my work cut out for me, haven't I?
Yeah. If anyone can, Jan can. Linda says, ha 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 ha. Anything north of the Thames is up north.
There you go. You see, yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah, we had to teach Ben the Northern way, didn't we, when you started coming up here?
Yeah. No word of a lie. So my dad is from Derbyshire. Okay, so we used to go and visit my granddad a lot when I was little in Chesterfield. I thought Chesterfield was the far north. Going from Devon, where I was brought up, like right down south, it was about a 3.5 hour journey up Chesterfield. I thought you can't go any further. Then I moved up here and I was like, there's a lot else up north.
A lot else,
and I thought, well, this is it. But then I learned
there's still more.
There's still more.
There's more.
You could go about 4 or 5 hours further north.
Yep.
I'm always learning at 44. Always learning. The illustrated embossing folder collection we'll come on to in just a little while. Just to show you again, there are options for you here, right? So The holographic card pad, brand new today, flying out of the door already. You've got 6 designs within this, 4 of each, giving you your 24 sheets. If you want to go for this individually, you can, but I'm going to show you in just a few moments' time how you can get your hands on this. The way it works out with Sarah's Super Saver goodie bag, you'll be getting it for free. But listen, if you want to go for this on its own, it is £10.30, £10.39. I can't get over that price.
That's ridiculous for 24 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. You'd pay well over £1 a sheet if you bought that individually in a crafts shop.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's 230 GSM as well.
Yep.
So, hello. Cameras are going all over the place. It's the holographic.
It's
the cameras are like,
they're having a disco in the back there.
My eyes! I can show you. Look, we don't even need to get that close on it, do we? Look, you can see from a distance just how beautiful and reflective, and the level of the holographic you've got there. And it's 230 GSM as well. It's 230 GSM. Sorry, I'm laughing because right, camera 2 is our close-up camera. Camera 2, what are you looking over there for? This is camera 2 currently.
That was a very good impression.
I'm here. It's here. Just can you, if you can just look, this is what we're looking at. I don't know why you're looking over there. This is what we need to look at. Can you please? Thank you. Camera 2, see me after. Outrageous behaviour. I thought better of you. Look at 5. 5's all right. 5, thank you so much. Doing your job. Get in the shot of me. 2, what are you even playing at? 3 and 4 are fine over there. 4, getting a lovely shot of Jan. 3 was doing the close-ups earlier on whilst we were sat down here. But 2...
It's gone rogue.
Have you ever known 2 do that before?
I know.
That's completely out of character, isn't it?
It's a bit scary, actually, isn't it?
See me after. Anyway, now we can concentrate 2. Thank you. Well done, everybody. This is what we wanted to see. Look, in all seriousness, please, please, please don't miss out on this. You're going to get 50 bonus points as well, Jan, which is amazing. 50 bonus points, 10.39 or 13.56 is going to be your price on this. Multi-order it. I know this is going to be hugely popular. I know this is going to be flying out the door. Get it whilst you can. Look at that one. That's got like almost little pixels on it. It's just beautiful. 50 bonus points, multi-order. Now, there is a way to get that one, as I say, for free within a bundle, but we'll show you that in just a few moments' time. There's 2 Super Saver goodie bags for you that we've got as part of the cartload show a little bit later on. I'm glitching now after camera 2 did. My Super Saver goodie bag is already flying out of the door. We have got, as it stands, or we did have at the start of the show, 200 of my Super Saver goodie bag, 200 of Sarah's Super Saver goodie bag. They are already selling. Within mine, you have over £100 worth or $126 worth of goodies. You're going to save this amount here, £71.39 or £86.16. Platinum price is ridiculous. £24, $32. And on my bag, you're going to get double points. Can you see today as well how you're going to get amazing deals, and also your points are going to build. So if you have just recently signed up to Club Inspire, you're going to be moving up levels very, very quickly. My bag works like this. I knew there'd be one. I'll undo it in a bit. But you've seen this one before. You're going to get within my bag the rainbow pad, this beautiful pearl pad. You've got the double-sided sheets here, beautiful block colours, right across the rainbow, 36 sheets, all right? That comes along with the Trick or Treat die-cut topper pad, which is, I know it's not Halloween for another 10 months, 9 months, but it's coming around again this year, newsflash. So you've got all of those die-cut toppers. I'll flick through that in more detail in just a little while. But basically, those 2 items there is the value of the whole goodie bag. It's like everything else I'm about to show you, you're going to be getting for free plus double points. So, in my bag, you're going to be getting, what do we call this? The, what's it actually called? the perfume squeezer. There's a word for it.
Atomizer.
Atomizer, that's it. So you're getting your atomizer dies, which allow you to make a really cool shaker card should you wish. You've got all of the elements in there, stamps and dies, to be able to create that really super cool card. You're also going to be getting dies from the Colour Your World collection. Also in this, we're going to give you one of our fantastic shape word dies, which allows you to make that friend card. You're going to be getting stamps from the Farmhouse collection. I thought they'd all gone, to be honest with you, the Farmhouse. That was one of my favourite launches. That was a couple of years ago now, I think, wasn't it?
Oh, it must be, yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's included anyway. 10 of those you're going to get. You're also going to get one of our fantastic dies. No, one of Craig's favourites, actually, this, that we launched at the towards the back end of last year. The cut in and cut out dies. That is the little birdie. We're going to give you little stamp sentiments as well. So these originally launched with the little corner punches. This one says, "This is for you, but I wish it was for me." You're going to get one of Craig's favourite tools of all time, the edge crimper, or the edge crampler, as he calls it. The crampler. Great for distressing your papers. I don't know, but that's what he calls it. And then you're also going to get a set of the low-tack tape as well, always very handy for tacking down your stencils, popping your dies through your machine. 3 rolls, never want to run out. All of that you're getting for free when you're basically buying those 2. Double points on that as well, £24, $32. That's a pretty decent little Super Saver bag there, isn't it? I think we can all agree. Now, on top of that, we've got Sarah's bag. The plan here is, if we can, let's everybody grab this bag, because we can all agree that this is an amazing bag and it's an amazing deal. Let's try and sell it out before we get to the cartload tonight and see what Sarah does when she comes in to go, "So I've got my Sarah Super Saver goodie bag." And we go, well, unfortunately you haven't, because it's all gone. You are going to get, with Sarah's Super Saver goodie bag, 100 bonus points. You're getting £173 or $230 worth of crafty product for £40 or $48. It's crazy how this works out. You are basically paying for another one of our die-cut 3D topper pads. This one is your everyday celebrations. These are really super handy, Jan, I always think, aren't they? They're just nice for quick, easy cards.
They're good for people that are not so fond of colouring, because you've got the images ready done. The fact that they all pop out means that you don't necessarily need the die-cutting machine, and they're great if you're just wanting to make a really quick card. You know, if you've sort of like temporarily forgotten somebody's birthday, you can put those together really quickly.
So you get this. We are also going to give you a set of our seam binding ribbon from the Kingfisher collection. You are also going to get a set of our metallic markers. These are the rare minerals, dual-ended. We were chatting about these last night with Sheena in Beautiful Beginnings. These are the ones actually that are the dual-ended. You've got all of these beautiful colours, but they are water-soluble as well, these, aren't they?
Yes.
So you can do your water techniques with them.
Yeah.
And talking of water-soluble, you're going to get a set of our Aqua Blend pencils. That is the Essentials collection. If you've wanted to maybe get into watercolouring, maybe you're kind of sort of following Sheena's lead from yesterday, this is a great place to start. That there, everything that you've just seen, is your value. Everything else you're about to see, you're getting for free. So, for free, you're going to be getting one of our embossing boards, which if you picked up the Ultimate Pro the other day, will nestle very nicely into that. You're going to be getting a set of our glitter markers. You're also going to be getting one of our fantastic Over the Edge character collection, Stamp and Dies, Nuts About You. You're going to be getting the ever popular Garden Gnomes Stamp and Die set. This one is the Gnome Swing, so you can create that cool swing effect. If you've already got the gnome characters, both the girl and the boy fit on that, don't they?
Yep.
You're going to get a set of our Connecting Sentiments dies. So that is the good luck. You get your stamps in there as well. So you've got good luck, you'll do great. You're also going to get a set of our stamp and dies from the Bell Countryside collection. That is that beautiful grande frame, and you've got sentiments that you can pop in there too. If you've ever wanted to make your own shakery bits and sequins, you can now do that too, because we're going to give you our beautiful Shining Star sequin die set. You're also going to get, oh, copycat, Sarah. That little birdie, was that in my bag as well? I'm sure I had that in my bag. I did. Well, that's in Sarah's bag as well, the little birdie cut in, cut out die. You're also going to get one of our little mini expressions die sets. This one is called emoticons. So you've got the little love, you've got the little envelope and the hearts in there. Also, for free, you're going to get the beautiful frame and corner dies from the Say It With Flowers collection. Also from that collection, you've got another bunch of our seam binding ribbon. From the Bella Luna collection, you're going to get that beautiful, I think she's just, is she called Girl in a Swing? No, she isn't at all. She's called Moon Gazing. You've got that beautiful stamp and die in there. Also, you're going to be getting a very handy Happy Birthday die for free. Also for free, we're going to be giving you one of our original glue tape pens. And here's the kicker. You're going to get one of our holographic card pads for free.
I had to read it twice when I saw that on the list.
Doesn't make any sense, does it?
Doesn't make any sense at all. Brand new today.
For free. In that deal. So what I'm thinking is going to happen here, budget allowing, of course, because I'm not always thinking that you've all got, you know, never-ending money trees, but budget allowing, I'm thinking you're going, well, I'm getting all of that free stuff in there, I'm getting 100 bonus points, I can get the brand new launch for free within that deal. I'm going to get Sarah's Super Saver goodie bag, and then I'm going to pop another one of those individually into my basket. Then I've got my 2 sets. That is definitely the way to be thinking about. But if you want to be one of those people to get this for free within the bundle, you've got to be one of... How many of these gone now already, Dean, did you say? Well, we're down to around about 190 of these left now, so 10 people already jumped in and grabbed them. You're going to have to be quick. 200, that is all we had at the start of the show. 100 bonus points as well. Off you go. Off you go. Now, I believe... That was good, wasn't it? I believe Jan has got a demo up her sleeve which is going to incorporate one of the goodies from this bag and the holographic, right?
Yes.
Marvellous.
Yes. I had a look what I had in my stash at home, and I've actually picked out a couple of the metal dies that are in that goodie bag. This is Sarah's Super Saver bag, and obviously I had to use that new holographic pad. Yeah, so this is my one that I've had to cut into. I've yet to order a second one, like, you know, back up your ideas. Yeah. So yeah, this is actually the connecting die. So this one's good luck. All right, which stays connected into your card. And if you haven't seen these before, I'm going to show you how to use this in a second. And then I'm going to mix and match it with that lovely little, I have these at the side of my desk. They never go away properly. I have them all together. Yeah. The whole range that we brought out for the Gemini Mini. And they are excellent for little embellishments. When your card, when you're thinking it just wants that little bit of something, these are absolutely beautiful. So I've actually used the little envelope and the heart out of here to embellish this particular one. And then we're going to use a little bit of this for matting and layering, and I chose that lovely zigzag pattern. Yes. Yeah, so you can see that I've not used much of it. I've chopped a piece off the top, but yeah, it's going to go a long way. But honestly, I could just sit and play with this all day.
Yeah, just wiggle it.
It's just like the Aurora Borealis, isn't it? No matter how many times you look at it, you've got all those beautiful rainbow colours in there. Yeah. So yeah, that's where we're heading. Let me pop that back in there so that it doesn't dazzle the camera there. That can go back in there. Okay. And for the benefit of anybody that hasn't seen these before, they are just over 6 inches in width. Okay. Mm-hmm. And they're about almost 1.5 inches deep. Okay. So I'm going to take this one off the carrier sheet. We're going to use the metal work. And then you also get the corresponding little stamp. So it says, good luck, you'll do great. All right. And I've already stamped out that so that we can get moving. So I've literally just stamped that onto some scrap card, ready to use with our finished project. So what I want to do then is I'm going to take a slightly bigger card, I've actually got a standard 5x7" card blank, and we're going to use this as a top fold, like a tent, and I'm actually going to cut my sentiment into the front of it. Now, these are designed to cut edge to edge, so if I show you the packaging again, you can see on here where it's actually gone right to the edge of the card, but there's nothing to stop you incorporating that into a slightly wider card. So what I've done is I've just measured so far up my card where I want to sit the die, and I'm going to pop this central so that I've got about just over a quarter of an inch at each side, and we're going to cut that into the front of the card. So in comes that repositionable tape, because we don't want this to move in our Gemini. Okay, and as I say, I'm just going to line the top edge of my die with my pencil line and make sure that I've got about an equal gap at either side, and then I'm going to tape it across the middle, because these are the bits that are going to come out as waste. Okay? And then I've actually brought in my big plates because I'm going to open the card up. I just want to cut this through the front of the card. So I'm going to open the whole thing up and then add the shims for my metal die. So I'm going to pop the frosted, the magnetic and the top plate, and we're going to pass this through our Gemini. Now, they will work in any machine. They are a thin metal die, so if you don't have a Gemini, you know, and they will work through the smaller machines, obviously, at 6 by 1.5 inches. It just depends on the size of the card that you're using. Because I've used the whole card blank, that's why I went for my larger plates. But you can see that that would easily go through the smaller plates. So I'm going to take that one away. Take my card away there, and then I'm going to bring in my craft knife just to take some of the edges away. So what I want to do is just release that little bit of tape there and take my die away, and you can see there straight away all the pieces have come out of there. Now, like this was supposed to, well, I'm saying supposed, it was designed to go edge to edge. I've actually got that little bit left. So what I'm going to do is grab my craft knife, just have a little rummage under there because I didn't get that out. And you want a metal edge ruler. Okay, so something that has that metal edge. And I can do this straight onto my craft mat, or if you have a self-healing mat, if you prefer to do it like that. And all I'm going to do is line up on here. Like so, and then I'm just going to take the craft knife and cut that piece out, so that I've got that edge, and we can just free that one so we can take that piece out of that side here. And then I'm going to do exactly the same at this end. So I've got about roughly ½ an inch left at the side, and that was just because I'd chosen that 5x7. If you're going to make a 6x6 card, then this would bridge evenly across your card and go right to the edge. All right, so I'm just going to reinforce that line there and take that piece out. Okay, so that's my cutting done, and you can now see that we've got the front of the card with that lovely sentiment, and I love the font. And there was a lot of emphasis put on these when they were designed, that there was enough elements of the word anchored to keep the stability in the card. So I can actually stand this up and it's not going to go anywhere.
The structural integrity is not...
The structural integrity, yes, that's very technical, isn't it? Now, personally, I do like to pop a bit of acetate behind, but that's just my preference. It doesn't actually need it for strength, but I just like the look of the acetate behind it. So I've cut a piece of acetate that's just slightly bigger than the aperture. I've lined it with my red line tape, and I'm going to pop this over the back, okay? So we'll take off the liner from the tape and just position this so that it covers that gap. Now I'm going to bring in my dotty tape pen and just pop a little bit of adhesive on the back of the letters there, just so that we could get those to tack down as well. So it doesn't need a lot, just a little bit so that it's not actually loose. And then I'm going to pop this bit right over the top. All right, so centre it the best I can. And as long as it's covering that aperture, we're good to go. Just burnish that red line tape down. And then we've got that sort of window. Now again, you can take it from here. You could actually recut your die into another piece and build it up to make like a little shaker element on the front if you wish. But I'm going to keep it relatively simple today. So I told you I took the, oh here we go again. Just look, can't help it. And I thought, right, take your pick. You could map this with any colour because you've got all those colours reflecting in it. I actually chose the purple. I've just gone with a purple piece of matte to actually pop this on the top.
Beautiful,
okay?
that.
And as always, I usually put my tape on the back to remind myself that I wanted to put a little bit of ribbon around here as a feature. Okay, so I don't want to cover up the whole of it, but where we've got this on the back, I'm just going to wrap that ribbon around, and then we're going to add a bow on there as well. So I've got plenty of ribbon there. I'm going to put a little bit behind here.
Get ribbon in the bags as well,
In
don't
the
you?
bags,
Of course,
yep.
lots of ribbon to be
And
playing
then
with.
just eyeball that across there, and then tack it down to that side before we pop it on here. So it's not quite in the centre, it's just raised slightly, and there is still plenty. See what I mean about you don't need a lot of that holographic card. It's going to go a long way for you. So again, I'm going to flick back to my normal double-sided tape pen.
Yeah.
And just add this to the front of the card now.
Good, these the new design tape pens, aren't they?
Love them. Absolutely love them. So I want the ribbon to be slightly nearer the top than the bottom. That was actually designed that way. And this one's just going to leave a little border all the way round. And then do I want anything at the bottom? I couldn't make my mind up to start with whether I wanted anything across the bottom here, but it did look a bit blank. So again, I've just cut a little strip, and I'm going to go edge to edge with it at the bottom rather than do it as a matte layer. I'm going to go all the way across.
Oh, okay.
So I've popped some double-sided tape on this one just while I was prepping, and I'm going to centre it in here and take it right off the edge of the card. So I want roughly the same border at the top here and the bottom.
Okay.
And then turn it over and just trim those edges off. So I'm going to use the edge of the card blank there just to take those edges flush with the edge of the card.
Okay.
Okay. And then it was right, okay, we've got this far. And it still looked very blank here. You couldn't see the lettering very well. So again, I've just been through my paper stash. This was one of my resolutions last year, was to use up some of my scraps.
Yes.
And when I looked in the bag, I have done that last year, but there's still so much of them that it's continuing. So this is just, I couldn't tell you where it's from. This is just a scrap out of my purple part of my, my folder. And what I'm going to do is stick this on the inside,
Okay.
so that we can see that. And can you see how the lettering stands out much better now than when it was on the white background? Yeah? So all we're going to do is pop this inside, and again I've left it slightly longer than the actual card, and that way I can just trim it to size. I find that easier than trying to get it exactly the right length.
Yeah.
And getting it in position. If you do it this way and just overlap the edge,
Oh, right, that's a good idea.
make sure that's behind there,
Yeah.
that's fine. And then literally, I'm just going to grab my larger scissors, I think, for that one. And then use the edge of the card, just like we did before, and just trim it down. And it's just a nice, surefire way of getting it edge to edge,
Yeah.
without any gaps. And you can see there we've got that piece inside. So there's plenty of room to write a message.
Yes.
If not, you can actually mat and layer the back and pop your message on the back. But you can see this coming together now. So what I did then is I had a look at that little emoticons die.
Oh, cool.
And I love this little envelope. I use it for all sorts of things. So
Yeah.
I've cut it once in the purple,
Uh-huh.
and it's about an inch, just over an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter
Okay.
by 3/4 of an inch. So it's a nice little embellishment size. And then I've cut it again in that lilac, which was a scrap from that background paper. And what I've done is I've just interchanged the heart. So I've put the dark purple heart in this one in the centre and the light one in this one, okay? So that technically was the way. So we're going to use that as an embellishment. And then I love this sort of like folk heart shape. This is more of a traditional style.
Yeah, it's almost
but I love that
hand-drawn, isn't it?
elongated folk heart style. So I've done this one, and I've just put one of the little gems on there. It's like, you know that Jan's cards are not finished without a gem.
You like gems, do you? I didn't know that.
Pardon?
You like gems, do you?
Oh, I just love my gems. A card is not finished in my, or a project without any gems on it. So we're going to pop the bow here. I'm going to have these little envelopes. I'm going to put the purple one underneath so that this one stands out over the top. And then I don't know whether to have that in the middle or whether to go opposite the envelopes. But we're just going to use it as I think probably both at that side to echo oh no, because I'm going to put my sentiment at that side. So yeah, maybe there. Okay. And then my sentiment is going to go on here. Okay, so we just need to stick all those bits and pieces down. So the little envelopes, I'm going to use my tacky glue. Because I'm going onto the shiny surface and the ribbon at the same time.
Okay.
The tacky glue is good for anything like that. So it will stick all sorts of different embellishments down. Now I know my embellishments card, but it's not just the embellishment, it's what it's going onto as well.
Did you say you could put some of your glitter paste on there as well if you wanted?
Onto the
holographic?
Holographic, you could, why not?
Wowee.
Why not?
That would be a treat for the senses, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it just? So that's the first one, and then I'm going to do the second one as well.
Okay.
And again, you've heard me talk about when I'm making embellishments, these are actually 2 layers. I tend to cut them twice and stick them together. It doesn't matter what cardstock I'm using. It just gives me a much more substantial piece to work with. So we're going to go that one over the ribbon so that we've actually got that highlight of the lilac against the dark purple ribbon. I've got some tape. Oh, I thought I had some tape on that one. Obviously didn't have any tape on that one. That's obviously another demo. There we go. So we'll stick with the wet glue. This is going to go, and it's just I've cut it to the same size as that strip so that it just sits over the top there. We're going to pop the little heart. And again, I'm just going to stick this at the bottom and at that side so that the glue doesn't show through the acetate there. Okay, and then I have actually had my glue gun on. I'm just going to pop a little bit, if it'll behave itself. There we go. A little bit of hot glue on the ribbon there.
Why have you gone for hot glue there with the ribbon, out of interest?
Just because the ribbon's a lot more sort of substantial.
Okay.
So yeah, I know that that's going to keep it in place. Once that glue's set, because I've gone ribbon to ribbon, you could continue with your wet glue, but obviously the wet glue will soak into the ribbon more, whereas the hot glue does tend to cool off quite quickly. And once it's cooled off and hardened, you've got that stick there in place. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that one back in there. Move all the bits and pieces out the way, and you can just see that card is just sat there singing, isn't it? Just that little bit. You see what I mean about it? Doesn't need a lot to create.
Just when you look at that, and this is the thing. Like a minute ago, I see more reds and oranges, and then now it's blues and greens.
Yep. Whichever way, where it catches the light, it's just fascinating. You'd just sit playing with it, wouldn't you? If somebody sent you this, you'd just be sat playing with the card just to see all the colours in it. So yeah, good luck. You'll do great. That could be for so many different occasions. It could be a driving test, it could be an exam, could be a new job or anything like that, isn't it?
I just think it is brilliant. A great demonstration of what you can do if you pick up Sarah's bag. And listen, let's read a few comments here. And do you know what? We have a bit of fun here. We're always very competitive, especially when it's like a Sarah day and it's always, I mean, she usually starts it like, oh, my bag's better than yours. I've got more in my bag than you have. My bag's going to sell out first. Your bag's not so good. I'm putting this out there today, right? Here's the thing. I've got a great Super Saver goodie bag here, but you're not going to believe I'm going to say this. Buy Sarah's bag first today. I'm putting that out there. I can already see people going, Ben, I'm sorry, I prefer the contents of the Sarah bag because it's got the extra holographic paper pad there as well. Buy Sarah's first because I think Sarah's will sell out first. We're heading towards 15% of the stock of Sarah's bag gone. Mine is 10% gone. I'm not surprised. My bag is good. Sarah's bag is unbelievable because you get, I'll show you it, all of the freebies. You get 100 bonus points, but you're getting the launch. In essence, you're getting the launch for free when you go for Sarah's.
Crazy.
So Don't apologise. I'm telling you today, and I would never normally say it. Get Sarah's bag first, all right? Mine will still be available when this is sold out. I can almost guarantee it. You watch now, everyone will be like, oh, poor old Ben with his bag. No one's buying it. I'm going to buy Ben's bag first to get Sarah's. Let you watch. It's gonna work against me. I say that hand on heart. You've got to get Sarah's today. I'll take you through them both before we have a quick break. Paul Prince saying, nice seeing Jan and Ben. Shadai says, oh, Jan, my lovely lady, you are looking ever so stunning. I love it, Jan. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Love to you, Nana Jan. That's from Shadaya.
Oh, that's from Shadaya, yep.
Mary Beth says, I do love watching Jan. She's so calm and such a great teacher. Great tips as well. And Cheryl says, hey, everyone, I stayed up so I could get the holographic paper. So good. And we've also got someone called Michelle McCarthy. I recognise that
hi.
name.
Not seen that person for a while either. Hi, lovely.
She says, hello, Jan. Happy New Year. You're looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
Morning to Ben, CTV superstar and everyone. Ben looking dapper as always. One tries, you know, one tries. Right, very quickly, because I know you guys want to get to a break so you can check out. Let's have a look at mine first, all right, my Super Saver goodie bag. Just to say as well, the holographic card which is a launch, you can buy that individually. And I think what a lot of people are doing from reading the comments, people are getting the Sarah Super Saver goodie bag, bagging their free holographic card and then adding extra in. There's a lot more of the holographic cardstock on its own to go round, so you don't have to panic yet as far as that's concerned. My Super Saver goodie bag, £100, $126. You're picking it up for £24 or $32 if you're platinum. You'll get double points on this as well. Mine works out like this. You're going to get yourself one of the gorgeous rainbow pads on that beautiful pearl cardstock, double-sided, 36 sheets in there, all right, 250 GSM, plus we've got the trick or treat die cut 3D topper pad. Basically, you pick these up, that's where your spending stops within this deal, okay? Everything else I'm about to show you very, very quickly, you're going to get for free. So, you're going to get one of our shaped word dies, the friend. We're also giving you 3 rolls of our low-tack tape, one of our bunny stamps from the Corner Punch launch that we did a little while back. You're also going to get the little birdie, which is from our cut-in, cut-out dies. You've got the edge crimper. You've also got a set of stamps from our farmhouse collection. You've got the very beautiful Eau de Parfum, which is stamps and dies, creating you a beautiful shaped shaker card. And you've also got that set of dies, the butterfly dies from the Colour Your World collection. All of that you're going to get for free within my Super Saver, and you're going to get double points on that as well. So plenty of opportunities here today too to pick up those extra points to get up within Club Inspire. That 10% of the stock's already gone. Sarah's bag, heading towards 15% of the stock gone. And I'm not surprised. This is the one to go for. You'll not hear me say it often. Sarah's bag is brilliant because you're getting £173, $230 worth of crafty goodies for £40 or $48 and 100 bonus points. This is what you're paying for. You are going to get a set of our Aquablend pencils, the Essentials collection, a set of our metallic pens, the Rare Minerals, a set of our seam binding ribbon from the Kingfisher collection, and also the Everyday Celebrations 9x12 die cut topper pad. That's where the spending ends. That is the value of the £40, $48. It's actually worth more than that. It's £50, $60 worth. And then everything else you're going to get for free. So, embossing board, free. The Good Luck Connecting Sentiments die that Jan was just working with, you're getting that for free. You're also going to get the Nuts About You, how cool is that, stamp and die cutting set, so you've got the really cool over-the-edge characters. We've got little deers in there. There's a little, is that a beaver? I think it is. You've also got the die in there to be able to create your own little sequins and shakers for your shaker cards.
Imagine that out of that new pad. Made those the shaker pieces.
Can we do it?
Can we do it?
Can we try it just to see what it would look like?
Why not?
I'll give it to you in the break. I need to see that now.
Yeah.
Stamps and dies from the Bell Countryside collection. We're going to give you one of our tape pens. We're also going to give you the glitter markers. Those are actually coming to you in the vibrant florals colours. We've got one of the stamp and die sets from our gnome collection. You've also got the cut in and cut out a little birdie stamp set. We've got the emoticons that Jan was using in her last demo. Those dies are coming to you. All of this for free, don't forget. The beautiful Girl on a Swing from the Bella Luna collection. We've got frames and corners from the Say It With Flowers collection. Also from that set, you're getting another set of the organza ribbon. And finally, in this bundle, you're getting the Happy Birthday dies. But no, it's not finally, because, like we've lost our mind, we're giving you the brand new launch for free within the Super Saver goodie bag as well. And I ain't going to get bored of this. Camera 2, you ready for this? Yes, Ben, I'm ready. Look at the designs that you've got on here. It is, let's remind myself, 6 designs, 4 of each. I could just do this for the rest of the show.
I think we need Liam to get our paper pad. And I'm just seeing 4 large circles, scored in half, stuck together. We need our very own disco ball.
Don't we?
Don't we just?
Absolutely.
Hanging from the studio.
And we need some disco-y music.
Yeah.
Have we got any copyright-free disco music we could whack on that? Probably not. I could hear Sam going, oh, no. But look, I mean, come on.
Oh. Gorgeous.
Yes. I mean, my goodness me, that was the zigzags that you used there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was hard to decide which one to use, to be honest. They are absolutely stunning. We've been waiting for this for a while. I knew it was in the pipeline, but I was I'd say I actually squealed out loud when I saw it on my list of products today. Stunning, isn't it?
Not going to get bored of this.
No.
You're going to have to cut away from me because I'm just going to keep doing this for the rest of the show. He's not going to, is he? No. Right, £40 or $48. You're getting that for free within the Sarah Super Saver. You're getting 100 bonus points. And just think about that. 100 bonus points on this bag. You're getting double points on my bag. So that's what, like, even if you're platinum, that's 148 points if you're here in the UK. And then you stick another one of these, because it is available for you individually as well. Stick another one of these into your basket. And have we got the details for that, guys, just to whack that up? You're going to get 50 bonus points if you buy this individually as well. So you go Sarah goodie bag, Ben goodie bag, this on its own, nigh on 200 points you're going to be getting, even if you're platinum, pretty much boosting you up another level, isn't it? Within Club Inspire as well.
Yep.
There's so many reasons. There's so many reasons to shop over the course of the day today. We've also got on Cartload, which are available for you now, Lucky Dips, £2, £3, £5 Lucky Dips, where you can dip up to 10 times without getting duplication. We've got buy 2, get 1 free deals. We've got up to 70% off deals for you as well. There's a last chance saloon section on there as well. And if you think you've got everything already and you think, oh, I won't bother watching Cartload later on, first of all, how dare you? And secondly, do come back and watch, because Sarah's got some Sarah surprises up her sleeve a little bit later on. There might be some Sarah favourites coming your way just for that show, and also potentially 5 in 5s. So make sure you come back for that. This is all about kicking off our January sale in style, so get the deals now. We're going to give you opportunity to check out the 75% off section on the website as well, launching the January sale with over 500 products being massively discounted. And when we come back, more from Jan, more of your comments and more holographic waggling. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see you in a mo.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
Roll,
made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
When it started about 20 years ago, probably a bit longer because I've always been quite crafty, but I got into scrapbooking. When my youngest daughter was born, I decided to do scrapbooking. I got all this amazing crafty stuff that I put into all these pages. Really, I started getting into card making probably about 15 years ago, and then that was it. I have so many people that inspire me, and I have to say, and I'm not just saying it because I'm a crafter's companion, but Sarah Davies was one of the first people that I got to meet in the craft industry. My mum got me into crafting, so that's my main inspiration. So you can imagine how excited I get when I get to meet Sarah Davies. I mean, when I then got on this design team, when I got to work with Sarah closely, everything from then on was amazing. But my mum is definitely, or was, the most inspirational person in my life through my crafting. Gossip, I can't give you any gossip. I mean, that's between us. Do you know what? We were just literally in the green room. Everyone, it's just been done out and John's been in there, and it's become this place where everyone just comes in and it's just this gossip fest. And it's amazing because we're all such good friends, genuinely, and I know you all know that. But we have the most amazing time between us all. Me and Craig bounce off each other because we're very similar in our crafty ways. But also me and Debbie, we're full of giggles, and me and Jan and Corinne and Michelle, everybody that I work with is amazing. On the set and off the set, it's just incredible to work at Crafts Companion. Non-craft facts. Well, I have to say, I'm a bit of a singer and a dancer. I'm not good at either. When I was little, I did win a disco dancing competition for the school, and I come second to a Michael Jackson tribute, which I was quite gutted about because I thought I might have won that. So I used to do a bit of disco dancing, and I love dancing. I used to be part of an adult dance group, and it's something I'd like to take lessons.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. How you doing? Good to see you. We're an hour into the show. Where's it even gone? I was just saying to Jan, that first hour has absolutely flown over. Lots of people going for the bags. Sarah's is flying. I'm not surprised. As I say, over 15% now Sarah's bag gone. And my bag also, over 10% of the stock disappeared. Sarah's bag is awesome, says Shadiah, for our newbie shoppers. Introduction to all the art supplies. All of these goodie bags are brilliant. If you're new to us, pick these up because you get a real kind of collection of different items that you can try and have a bit of a play with for a very, very low cost. Michelle says that paper would be great with the silhouette. One thing that we definitely wanted to do, which Jan suggested as we were looking through Sarah's bag, was have a look at that sequin die set. with the holographic card pad.
Yep, I am just going to pop this through our Gemini. Now, normally I would recommend doing this with a double-sided card because, as you know, when we put shaker pieces inside, sometimes they flip over. But it is possible to get them face down. And the way that I would approach that is I would probably pick one of the many colours out of here and just ink the reverse of it so that it wasn't plain white, unless of course the white fit in with your design. But all I've done is just take the small piece of that same one because I'd already got that cut. The die is all different grades, so you've got the larger stars, you've got the smaller stars, absolutely stunning. And all I'm going to do is pop this on, stick it on with a little bit of tape. We're going to pass it quickly through the Gemini and just have a look. I just think these would be perfect. So I've just used the smaller plates. We know now that they will go through in a portrait fashion. Again, this is small enough to go through, such as your Gemini Mini. So it'll go right down to that. It's just under 6 inches by 2.5 inches. So these dies will actually fit in those smaller machines. And again, just look.
That's amazing.
I'm keeping these, Ben. I'm keeping them. Oh my days, look at this. I've got a little bag at the side of me that I've just had for my demo. They're going in here. So yeah, without even pressing them all out, just you get the idea. Just look.
Incredible.
Can you imagine those as your shaker pieces? And then, as I say, if for any reason, you know, you didn't want the white on the back of it, just pop one of your coloured inks. It's going to pick up any of those sort of holographic colours that are shining through in here. But yeah, stunning. Cut that as many times as you want. Keep them in a little pot. You've got instant shaker pieces, just like you do with your sequins.
Absolutely.
Stunning, isn't it?
Brilliant. Glad we did it. Glad we did
it.
Don't forget the holographic paper pad, card pad included within Sarah's bag. And just hopefully people aren't getting confused. The way that I've equated it in my mind, you get that within the bundle. Basically, Sarah's bag, it's like you're paying for the Aquablend pencils, you're paying for the topper pad, you're paying for the metallic pencils, and then you're paying for the seam binding ribbon. That's it there. That's where you stop paying. You're getting 100 bonus points. It's like everything else, including the rest of the contents of the bag and your holographic pad, you're getting for free. That's how I'm working it out in my mind. If you want to add another one of the holographic pads in, you can. I don't know why there's confusion on that, because I haven't said it. You don't get a second one for free when you put that one in. You still have to pay for that as a second one. But what I'm saying is, if you go for it within the bundle, it's like you've paid for this, and then you've got all of the rest of it for free. If you want to go for another holographic pad, you pop that into your basket, but obviously you'll be paying for that. And by the way, if you do go for that individually, it's 50 bonus points on that. You get it within the bundle with 100 bonus points. Hopefully that sort of explained it and put your mind at ease if you were kind of a little bit confused. Very, very popular on that collection. And as I say, the Ben goodie bag, still popular. Not as popular, but I'm not surprised because with Sarah's, you're getting that holographic pad within it, which is all good. Right. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. I think I'm up to date as far as the comments are concerned. I am. So let's go into the lucky dips. So, lucky dips. We have a £2, $2, £3, $3, £5, $5. And you can dip up to 10 times in these lucky dips without duplication, okay? If you go more than that, I mean, you can dip more than 10 times if you want, but if you go over 10, we can't guarantee that you won't get duplicates. So, with the £2, $2 lucky dip, it's £2 or $2, you get one item. Or if you're platinum, it's £1.60 or $1.60. You dip again, you pay another £2, you dip again, and so on and so forth. I can't guarantee what you're going to get. I can only show you an idea of what is in the £2, $2 bag. So I won't look. So I've paid me £2. I've dipped. Oh, that's quite good. I've got one of the character front and back gift tag sets. So that's, I mean, again, for £1.60 or $1.60 if you're platinum, pretty good.
Can't go wrong, can you?
So I think that's pretty good. I'll have another dip. What have I got this time? Oh, home is where the heart is. So again, for another £2, got a lovely set of stamps. Things like Happy New Year, Just You, Happy Bee Queen, Happy Home, New Home, Sweet Home. I'm going to dip again. Another £2, $2. Oh, Ooh, I have got one of the, what are the names of these? It's the little sentiments that lock over the gatefold, isn't it?
Gatefold sentiments.
Gatefold sentiments. There you go.
There you go.
Clues in the name.
Yep.
I'll dip again. I've got one of those beautiful abstract
I love
stamp
those.
sets.
Yeah.
Isn't it clever how like the heart's built up with the flowers?
Yeah.
Really cool. Shall I dip again? Go on. Ooh, I've got the spring wreath this time. So this again is great if you like to do your layering stamping.
The layering
isn't it?
stamps with the quick dry inks. Yep. Yep. Beautiful. Some nice sentiments in there as well.
One more for now. This is another one of those gatefold sentiment dies, so links across your gatefold. That one is actually Happy New Home. So that is an idea, okay? I cannot guarantee that you would, if you dipped 1, 2, 3, 4, if you dipped 6 times, that you would get those exact 6 items, but you will get something along those lines. I mean, you might get 1 or 2 of those. What I will guarantee, though, is you can dip 10 times without getting duplication. The 2's pretty good, right? Jan's got the 3s.
Honestly, I've just had a little nosy in here and I couldn't quite believe what I saw. So yeah, we've just gone up that £1, $1. So we've gone to £3 or $3 and we've got exactly the same process. So you can dip up to 10 times and be assured that they will all be different. If you go over the 10, there may be duplications, okay? So again, I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to have a dip in there, see what we come out with. Oh, they knew this. They gave me this one to me on purpose, didn't they? I love my stamping, you know that, but those little Connie Fong stamps, the little angel there. So if you like stamping and colouring, absolutely beautiful. These are, I'm just double checking before I announced it. I'm sure, yeah, they're photopolymer stamps. So going to last you a long, long time. So it may be that one that you get for your £3, $3.
Yeah.
It may be, another favourite. Look at these. This one is for a special friend, and these were our floral frames. So they have the cutaway part in the middle, and then you've got the stamped element around there that you can colour, or you can paper piece it into there if you want to stamp it onto pattern paper and cut it through. Absolutely gorgeous. It could be that one. It could be, oh my days, I've just seen this one. This is not that old.
Oh, wow.
The double duet embossing folders.
Yeah.
So these are little thin, you can see the packaging here, the streamlined folders, which I believe were 2 inches, 2 inches by 7. And you get 2 different designs that can work in conjunction with each other. But you know, if you go back to the original shows, you can do a third one and make it into a triptych design. As always, Jan usually cuts into them and expands them to make them bigger. So yeah, that could be your and then I've got to pull this one out.
Come on.
I've got this one at home. I use this for regularly. How about that for £3 or $3?
Incredible.
So the silhouette stamps, you can build your own bouquet with those. Again, good quality photopolymer stamps. Use your quick dry inks with them, build a bouquet with them, mask them so that you've got foreground, background techniques. Could be any of those for your £3, $3.
Hey, not bad, is it?
It's not bad at all, is it? Unbelievable. Yes.
We've got the 5 as well, and the 5 is ever so popular. Hannah, I will give you another show of the holographic card pad in just a second. Do not fear. The 5, I mean, we've got one of our Crafters Inspiration magazines in here. Again, £4 or $4 if you're a Platinum member. This one is issue number 2. So you've got loads of ideas in there as far as your projects are concerned, but you've also got papers in there. You've got a free fabulous friend edgeable die in there. You've got beautiful stamps in there as well, which are kind of themed around those beautiful bottles of perfume, and you've also got the ornate lace embossing folder. That is if you were to get that as one of your dips, you're doing cartwheels, aren't you? We've also got a selection of quilling dies from the Sharon Callis collection. So you dip, pay your £4, $4 if you're Platinum. You might get that one there, which is that beautiful sword grass. There's a selection of these in here, actually. The Merry Maiden, you could dip and get that. We've also got dies from the Delightful Daisy collection. Again, you know, collections that aren't that old, but basically, you know, we haven't got enough of these to kind of put them back into bundles. So that's why they end up going into the lucky dips and why you guys end up getting some amazing deals on some amazing, not very old products, if you know what I mean. We've also got in here, by the way, patented technology as far as our double-sided dies are concerned. That one is the beautiful, joyful wreath. So you actually get 2 dies within this set, but each die cuts both sides, so it makes it a lot quicker, a lot easier for you to be able to build up, in this instance, that beautiful wreath. And same again, I'll just show you one more for now. Double-sided dies as far as that snowflake mandala is concerned. All of that is just an idea of what you might be getting within your lucky dips. You can dip up to 10 times without duplication. Have fun with that, but get dipping, because as I say, they're always very popular. Great way for you if you haven't got like a massive budget today to kind of pick up some crafty goodies, but also if you're at the other end of the scale and you're thinking, oh, well, I spent quite a bit here and I want to try to get up to me free shipping, then yeah, this is a great way to be able to do that, just to pay, you know, an extra $4, you know, $3, $2, and get closer to that free shipping. It's a great way to be able to do it. Just before I show you the embossing folders, Hannah, who wanted to see all the different designs on the holographic pad. So you're going to get 24 sheets, 6 designs, 4 of each. So this is your first. That one's kind of like, I don't know how to describe that, but it's very sort of thin, so almost like sort of snowfall. Very thin, beautiful sort of spots and dots that you've got there. So you're getting that design. Then you've got the beautiful butterflies. I mean, they're gorgeous. Snipping into these as well, of course, couldn't you? Look beautiful as little accents on a project. As well as the butterflies, you've got stars. I don't know how, well, they're definitely stars. There's no guess about it. I don't know if you pick those up that well on the camera, but as you see those, yeah, there you go. You can begin to see them. Got a lovely selection of beautiful stars there. Dean in my ear. It's 100% these are stars. Definitely. I know a star when I see one. Look in the mirror every morning. This one's like little sequins. Yeah, when you get in really super close, there's a sequins. But honestly, I'm really enjoying this close-up. Thank you, too, now behaving yourself, because you see all of the different colours. Trying to like give that a little bit of a wiggle and a waggle for you. How amazing. I've always been taken aback by holograms and holographic.
How does it work?
I know. We used to go, I still remember it now, and I don't know why it sticks in my mind. Whenever we used to go and visit my my granddad in Derbyshire, we used to go to a lovely place called Matlock, and there was a shop there that used to have holographic pictures, and I just remember as a kid being absolutely blown away about like how it worked.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've loved everything holographic. Those are the zigzags. Look at that, right? Look at this again.
Blue.
Blue,
purple, orange,
pink.
That's just amazing, isn't it? It's like, how does it do it? Yeah. It's like, do you remember the old? What did they call them? Were they?
Oh, the kaleidoscopes. When you used to twist the end.
Turn them and they had all the little patterns in the bottom. It looks like that, doesn't it?
Even more so for me. And again, wait till you get the same. So on screen now, I can see like oranges and blues. But then as I look down the pad from my point of view here, I'm not seeing any of those colours at all. I'm seeing more purples. I'm seeing like greens and yellows. Honestly, it's incredible. So there's your zigzags. And then this one, it's sort of like pixelated. Do you know what I mean?
That's a very good description. Yeah.
How good is that, though? I think that might be my favourite.
Purple at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, my days. Yeah.
It's very kind of...
I don't think you'd ever get fed up of
80s.
that, would you?
I wouldn't.
Ever.
I'd be quite happy if they said, Ben, just stand and wiggle that for the next 47 minutes. I'd actually do it. I'd actually do it. We've got to move on a bit. I think that's all of the designs. That's all the designs. So you get 6 of those designs, 4 of each. Hopefully that helped. Right, embossing folders. So Jan's got her craft along coming up on these. So that starts at the normal time of 3 o'clock this afternoon, but it is only an hour, all right, because we're making room for Sarah's 3-hour cart load later on this evening, which starts at 5, so that's midday Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. But these are the illustrated embossing folders. A great price on them as well, £17.60 or £25.60. I'll go through the different designs that you're going to get, but to stress, so these are 2D embossing folders, but well, I like to say on the screen there, illustrated. So I always look at these and think, perfect if you want to practice your colouring, because you've almost got like little bumper bars there, haven't you?
Yep. So the embossing is raised sufficiently for you to be able to colour inside them, So
you've got beautiful roses. You've got this one, which is that stunning flourishing foliage. You've got this here, which is your hellebore. What's another name for a hellebore? Has it got another name, or am I dreaming that? No.
They're not the Christmas roses, are they?
No.
That's different, isn't it? Yeah.
Beautiful, delightful butterfly. This one is your hydrangea. And then you've also got your pretty peonies. £17.60, £25.60. We'll have a look at some samples with Jan, and then perhaps we'll have another look at your craft along as well for people who've not seen it.
Yep. So again, I'm just going to give a big shout out to our design team because they do such a fabulous job for us. There's no way that we could make all these samples to show you. But yeah, that we have a number of people on the design team and they never fail to sort of bring all the goods to the table. So again, just those colours. So there's so many different ways you can use these, and obviously the craft along, it's only going to be one way, but don't be afraid to go back to the launch show. They will have featured in a launch party show. They may have been on other shows since, something like Second Chance Sunday, and of course we've got them back this afternoon for the craft along. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Again, that's that one with the butterfly, so mixing and matching them. We've just put some of your pattern paper behind this one and then done the colouring on the front. The colouring can be alcohol, it can be watercolour, it can be the pencils, the sparkle pens, whatever it is that you want to. You know, you might want to pick up watercolour with your crystal sparkle pen. So many different ways to do this. Again, you've got that beautiful hydrangea there. Really, really pretty.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely stunning, aren't they? Before I even looked on the back of there, I knew exactly who'd done that card. That's our Lily colouring that one. She loves her colouring pens. Absolutely beautiful.
But doesn't the fact that you've got that raised illustration make it more achievable for you if you're worried about your colouring?
It does, yeah. And as I say, if you're not a colourist, I would recommend starting possibly with a pencil.
Okay.
With the coloured pencils, because obviously once you get up to watercolour or alcohol colouring, you've got that level of people seem to think that they need to do the shading. You don't. You can do what I call flat colouring, but you can see how that shading comes into play there. And again, this was actually a demo that our Debs did during the show, and just showing how you can actually extend them to go on a larger card. So even though these are a 6x4 inch folder, you can just see by adding, mixing and matching with your stash that you can bring them onto larger cards. Now, I was playing around with these when I was deciding what to do for the craft along, and this was one of the ones that I came up with. And again, this is a similar technique to what we're going to do this afternoon.
Wow,
it's an inked background.
Cool.
I'm going to use the Duet ink pads, and then I've gone over the top of it with a metallic ink pad, and it almost looks as if it's been heat embossed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just one of the ones. And then I was planning, I didn't actually stick it in, I was planning on putting like a little gift card in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of them. And then the other one, you know that I'm always chopping stuff up. It's like if you're wanting to extend them to make a bigger card, this is the 6x4 foliage one, which goes perfectly in that landscape. And I've just chopped into it to extend it that little bit. Again, mixing and matching it with things that you may already have in your stash. This one's the letterpress technique. So I've put the ink into the folder, and then you get that beautiful white embossing pop through. And even though they're what we call a regular 2D folder, it's got a real nice level of embossing in there. So yeah, this was just plain white multi-purpose card, and that's what you can see. It almost looks as if it's had white heat embossing on it, but it's actually the card that's coming through the ink. Yep.
I'm listening to what you're saying, but at the same time, and I know we're going to look at your project, can we try and do something else in a minute? Cassandra's just said, Ben, what happens if you emboss the holographic card?
Oh, shall we do that as well?
I think we're going to have to now.
And yeah, that's that same technique. Forget the demos, Jan, forget the demos. I love it. This is what I love about being here, that interactive nature.
Yeah.
You ask a question, we can do it. There aren't many places I can think of on TV where you get that instant reaction. No. So yeah, let's emboss it. Let's see what it looks like. I've got my folders with me. We'll pop it through one of these.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the project that we're going to be doing at 3 o'clock.
Gorgeous.
And I'm going to have to go through it at a reasonable pace this afternoon. So it may be a show that you actually watch and craft along with later, where you can actually pause the show and catch up.
Yeah.
Because we've only got the hour, it's manageable, but yeah, it may not be quite as drawn out as what I would normally do for you. So I want to make sure that you've got the technique for the folder, and then at least the card put together with the measurements for the mats and layers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone can, as I say, Jan can, and it's worth jumping in for. I think that's a great way to actually put it, as Jan's just said. Might be a show to kind of watch and then craft along at a later date, so at least then you'll be able to pause it, because we do have to go along a little bit quicker. If you want more details on the illustrated embossing folders, by the way, thank you, Rachel. Radical Rachel, always on the ball. The first look was on November the 12th. So you can go back and watch that. The launch day was on the 13th of November. And there was another craft along actually back on the 2nd of December. So there's plenty more there for you. Always the best thing to do if you want more inspiration off any of our products is go to YouTube, subscribe to the Crafters TV page, and then you can just type into the search bar. You can look for shows, you can look for products, you can look for favourite presenters and demonstrators. So that's probably the best way to go. Thank you, Linda Fitzsimmons. I knew you'd know Linda. Hellebore is a Christmas rose. So that's,
Is it?
yeah.
Do you know, it's not very often I'm right with flowers. I'm not an authority on flowers, but I do like both of those flowers. So thank you, Linda.
Thank you as well, Sandra. The suggestion of embossing the holographic card. We'll have a look at that in just a little while.
I'm just preparing the card now, ready for when I think we're having a little break.
We are. Yeah, so we'll do that when we come back. Don't forget, though, Sarah's bag is flying, approaching 20% of the stock of her bag. Don't forget, of course, with that, you get the 100 bonus points. My bag, over 10% of that stock is now gone. You're getting double points on that one. Plus, of course, you can get extras of the holographic card pad on its own, and you'll get 50 bonus points with that. The lucky dips are flying out of the door, too. It's a very, very busy show. Get everything now. Don't wait till later. It's only going to get busier when Sarah pops in for that cartload show. There will be more goodies in that show too that you won't be seeing here on Wake Up Call. So lots of reasons to shop now, lots of reasons to come back later. And when we come back, we'll have some more demos. We'll emboss that holographic card. But right now, you need to get to the checkout. We'll see you in a mo.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking dough might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
Welcome back, everybody. This show is absolutely flying over. I can't believe about half an hour to go. It's the launch day of our January sale. I know, another sale, but it's great, isn't it? We've got 500 items within that sale, up to 75% off. New lines being added as well for you, so do check that out. I urge you to do that today as well, because what you find when we launch these new sales, we start off with, like, you know, in this case, 500 items, and then by the end of the day, it'll be like, oh, I've only got 470 left, because people go in, don't they, quickly, and they pick all of the best deals out first. So make sure you do that, and make sure you grab everything that you want from Cartload as well. I'll go through the bags for you again in just a second, but thank you to Sandra. And this is brilliant, and as Jan says, this is why I think we are such a great channel, blowing our own trumpet here, because you go, oh, wonder what it would look like if you embossed a holographic card. Other channels, we might not even read that message, not even see it, but we go, oh, that's a great suggestion, Sandra. Let's find out with Jan. So let's do it.
Find out, yeah. So I have literally just grabbed one of the folders from my my little kit down here. So I've got the garden roses, all right, 6x4. I nearly always cut my cardstock just a fraction smaller, because it's very, very rarely that the pattern goes edge to edge. Now you can always cut it down afterwards, but I've just cut mine a smidge forward, and again I've just used that same piece, so I'm not cutting into a different one, so we'll just have a little wiggle there before we pop it in the folder. All right, so in this instance we're looking at that gorgeous coloured design being on the top. All right, so this one's the raised area, this is the recessed area, so I want that raised area to push up through that cardstock and have that lovely embossed detail on here. So again, I'm just going to centre that in the middle of the folder, pop that together. Now it is a regular 2D folder, so for our Gemini purposes we only need our 2 cutting plates. All right, so I've taken out my magnetic shim and my frosted shim, and I'm going to sandwich it in there, and again I'm just going to pop it through. And again, whether you go portrait, landscape, you're going to get the same effect with a 2D folder. So again, I've not actually done this, I must admit, so I'm waiting to see. Are we ready for the reveal?
Okay.
Are you come and have a look, Sam. Come and have a look. Are we ready? Da, da, da. He's there, look. Oh, here we go, it's hiding. Oh my day, so you've got that beautiful embossed detail. You can see the embossing there, but you wouldn't need to do any colouring. Tell you what would look nice actually on here, you'd be able to add your alcohol inks to this.
Oh yes.
So alcohol markers would go over the top of the holographic card. It just looks like embossed metal, doesn't it? You might maybe want to just highlight.
Jesus, is that what we're doing next?
It's in my ear, it says, shall we do that next? But
Wouldn't
yeah,
it look great with a bit of glitter on there as well? Is that what we're doing next?
You might maybe just want to highlight one of the flowers and pick some of those rainbow colours out and just go in with your alcohol marker, which would sit beautifully on top. But just look at that. That is stunning, isn't it? You wouldn't need that and a sentiment on your card. Job done. Just think about that for batch making. Those of you out there that make cards for charities and things like that, these would be next level, wouldn't they?
Absolutely.
And that's just a 2D folder. Can you imagine what they would look like if we notched it up to a 3D? Which I don't think I've got, so don't drop me in it. I don't think I've got a 3D folder here at the minute.
No, don't think.
But yeah, just take it up to that next level. But look at that. That is stunning, isn't it? And you've got all that colour running through it. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you. And thank you, Sandra, for the suggestion of that. Right, we have got another demo coming up. Before we do, let's just recap on all of the busy items for you. So, Sarah's Super Saver goodie bag is proving very popular. Just to reiterate as well, if you just want to go for the holographic card pad on its own, you can go for that one on its own as an individual item, and we'll pop up the details for that maybe after we've looked at both of the bags. But it comes within the Sarah Super Saver collection, which, by the way, is now 20% of the stock of that already gone. How I've worked this out in my mind, because basically it's £173 worth, $230 worth of crafty goodies that you're picking up, platinum price, for £40 or $48. Also worth bearing in mind, I know I've mentioned this a lot over the last 2 weeks, if you're new to us, if you've not shopped with us before, search for the Club Inspire sign on the website, sign up, do it today. It's free to join, need your name, email, password, you're in, you'll get 20% off your first order, and then basically, the more you spend for every pound or dollar you spend, you get a point. The more points you get, the higher up the rungs you go, the more you save. it's definitely worth doing, and it's free to join. And as I say, you'll get this price today. You'll get your 100 bonus points too. You are paying for, as far as I've calculated it with my mathematics within this bundle, a set of our Aqua Blend pencils. This is the Essentials collection. So again, as someone brilliantly described earlier on, if you are new, what a great way to try out lots of different crafty items. What a great way to try out our Aqua Blend pencils. You may never have thought about getting these before, but get them in the bag, try them out, see why you're going to love them, and then we can almost guarantee you're going to come back and get even more of those. So you're getting those, you're paying for those, you're getting a set of our metallic markers as well. These are the twin tip markers in the rare mineral colours, also water soluble as well, so there's loads of hints and tips that you can do with those as far as techniques are concerned. We're giving you a set of our seam binding ribbon, which came from the Kingfisher collection, and you're also going to get your Everyday Celebrations die-cut 3D topper pad with all of those beautiful designs within it. That's where you stop paying, okay? Everything else you get within the Sarah bundle, you are getting for absolutely nothing. So, one of our embossing boards you are going to get, which slots very nicely into your Ultimate Pro. You're also going to get one of our stamp and die sets, which is the Nuts About You, which is all of the beautiful little woodland creatures that you can have on top of your projects, like over the edge, really. You've also got the Good Luck Connecting Sentiments die, which we saw a little bit earlier on, Jan demonstrating. You've got the beautiful Grande Frame stamp and die set from the Bell Countryside collection. All this for free, bearing in mind. Also, you're getting the stamp and die set from the Gnome collection, which is the Gnome Swing. So if you've already got the girl and the boy, you can pop those on there, no problem at all. You've got frames and borders, or corners I should say, from the Say It With Flowers collection. We're going to give you a set of organza ribbon from that very same collection. If you were loving the Bella Luna collection yesterday, we've got that Moon Gazing stamp and die, which is the little girl on the swing. You've got one of our cut-in, cut-out dies, which we launched just a little while back, which is the little birdie. You've got a Happy Birthday. You've also got the emoticons, which Jan used earlier on her first project. You've got a set of our glitter pens, which is your vibrant florals. And you're going to get one of our tape pens. All that for free. Plus, yes, I don't know how we're doing it either, the holographic card pad. So it's like you get all of that for free within the collection when you buy those 4 items I showed you at the top. 100 bonus points as well. Platinum price is £40 or $48. It is a no-brainer, Dean. My recommendation would be you pick this up, you get one of these pads within the bundle, then go and grab another one. Get that into your basket as well. They're $12.99 individually, but as I say, we'll fire up that detail for you in just a second. 100 bonus points on the Sarah goodie bag. 20% of that stock has already gone. There's plenty more stock of this on its own, so don't fret too much as far as that's concerned just yet. My bag, over 10% of the stock of this has gone and climbing towards 15, and I'm admitting it this time, it's not quite as good as Sarah's bag because she's got the launch in hers, for goodness sake. Mine, though, still good because you're going to get the amazing Rainbow Pearl pad, which we launched with our limited edition Ultimate Pro pads just at the back end of last year. Remember the Botanic Garden, the Ditzy Florals? These colours match up absolutely beautifully with those two pads, but actually just a lovely collection of rainbow colours on that pearl paper within this set. We're also going to give you the Trick or Treat die-cut topper pad. Again, so you've got Halloweeny pumpkins in there, you've got haunted houses, all sorts, lots and lots to put away, ready for Halloween this year. That's where you stop paying as far as my collection is concerned, and then you get the content of this bag for free. This large word die, which we're actually going to look at with Jan in just a few moments' time, is yours for free within my bag. You've got the beautiful butterfly dies from the Colour My World collection. We've also got the creator card, shape card, shaker card, die set and stamps from the Eau de Parfum. You've got stamp sets from the Farmhouse collection. We're also going to throw you in a handy tool, Craig's favourite, the Edge Crampler. I'm going to double check this in just a second, but you're also getting the little birdie die. I know that appears in both bags. I will just double check to make sure that isn't a mistake in a mo. You're going to get one of our stamps, which we launched, again, I think that was last year with the
little tag dies.
Little tag dies, wasn't it? Yeah. This is for you, but again, I wish it was for me.
I mean, I use those on the front of cards as well. Yeah.
Little tags. And then you've got your low-tack tape in there as well, 3 rolls. All of that for free within my Super Saver goodie bag, plus you'll get double points. So if you're platinum, 48 points or 64 points when you're picking that one up. And don't forget, as I've mentioned, we've got that holographic pad for you on its own if you want to go for that individually, which is 50 bonus points, isn't it, for that one on its own, which I know a lot of people are doing. So you don't have to go for Sarah's bag if you want to get it. You can get it on its own. Multi-order it is all I will say, because it's going to be one of those which will come in and go out, and then you'll be kicking yourself that you didn't order enough of them. Now, we're going to have a look at a demo from my bag in just a few moments' time. However, Dan has found some beautiful projects made with the holographic card, because it is construction weight, isn't it?
It is, and that's what I was just thinking about. When you were showing the pad, it's 230, I think, isn't it? 230
yeah,
GSM,
230.
which is strong enough to construct. And just to prove that, just to give you a little idea. So again, making those gorgeous little cake box style boxes, translating it into the diamond style box, you know, all those different designs. And again, I want you to just have a look at the scoring. It's not cracked in any way. You know, that's been done with a scoreboard and a scoring tool, and you've got that perfect fold and crease on it. And then this one just blew me away. You know, this is the kind of thing. Just look at this.
I did see that one earlier.
Absolutely gorgeous. You've got the die-cut bow, the nesting dies in there.
Do you know what that reminded me of earlier on? My gran used to have a box just like that. It used to have a little, it had talcum powder in it.
Yeah, the little powder
puff.
puffs. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. But can you just imagine making that as a gift? You know, maybe with I'm looking at the cylindrical shaped candle in there or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, just the fact that you've got that beautiful die-cut bow, so all the intricate die cuts and everything, you know, along with the scoring, the shaping, it is absolutely stunning. So yeah, I just wanted to show you those before we moved on, because I just had a look downstairs and realised that I'd got some samples down there.
Yeah, it's a long way down the stairs, as you've seen on previous shows. So
yes.
You sometimes miss what's right down the bottom. That's why we take the lift down.
Down in the basement.
Down in the basement, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Love, 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 love. The holographic paper, says Kim. Sandra says, ooh, I do like that. Thank you. The embossing. You're welcome. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm glad that Jan showed that. And Carol Ann Hanley says, good morning from the Isle of Man. Got it right again. Very late today. I've just heard from the Go Live Granny Lynn about the goodie bags. Yes, spread the word. If you know that there's one of your crafty friends who's not watching, make sure you tell them, get them to shop before the show tonight, because it's going to be carnage later on, isn't it? Let's just be honest. I'm telling you it's going to be, because it's the first big cartload of the year. It's 3 hours long, and it's Sarah's first show of the year. Yeah. She is going to be
buzzing,
like a whirling dervish or whatever they're called. She's just going to be non-stop. So for goodness sake,
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, she is. Just again, very quickly, if you do want to go for the holographic pad on its own, here it is once again. You get 50 bonus points on this. So as we calculated earlier, if you go, well, Ben's Super Saver, amazing. So you're buying that. Let's assume you're in the UK and you're platinum. You'll get 48 points off that because it's double points. You then go, oh, I'll have Sarah's bag because I get all those free goodies and I get a holographic pad in there. So that's another 100 points. That's 148 points you're picking up. And then you go, well, actually, I'm going to need another of those holographic card pads as well. I'm going to get this deal. That's another 50 bonus points. So you get the 3 sort of main items of the day, if you like. You've picked up 198 bonus points if you are a platinum member. So loads of reasons to shop, not only because the deals are awesome, not only because you've got this fantastic new launch, but also you're going to pick up a ton of points. And whether you are platinum or not, it's a great way for you to be able to continue to stay platinum, but also to build yourself up if you're maybe going from bronze to silver, silver to gold, or gold to platinum. Right, we have got, I can't believe this show's flown over. 20 minutes left, so we're going to fit in another demo, and then we'll get all of the all-important votes going as well. Don't forget also, get those lucky dips, 2, 3, 5 lucky dips on the show tonight as well, and you'll find them there. We have got buy 1, get 1 free deals, buy 2, get 1 free deals, and Sarah will be bringing you some special items on the show, plus we've got some 5 and 5s to bring to you as well. But we're going to delve into my bag now, aren't we?
Yes.
With a demo.
Yes. So again, I've just had a look in there and I've just pulled a couple of items out that you may not necessarily consider using together. So I actually took that lovely Friend, I love this set, the shaped word dies, which are, you know, these are big enough. If you haven't seen these before, these are big enough to be your actual card. You can use the top layer with the wording on separately. So you may want to put it on a scrapbook page, something like that. But then I've actually chosen the daisy die that was in there as well. And again, it's not two that you would necessarily think about putting together, you know. So here we go. I'm going to take that die out, and these are a really good size. So we're looking at 8.5 inches long, okay, by almost 4 inches for the card blank. Okay, so again, good size, and they also come with a little instruction sheet which talks you through how to make the shaped base, which is what this concept was all about. Cutting the wording out is fairly straightforward, but if you're new to crafting, this tells you how big to cut your card, what to do with it, where to place the die to get that shape. So what we're actually going to do is do that together just for the benefit of anybody that hasn't seen this yet. So it suggests that you take a piece of cardstock that is 8 by 9 inches. So I've gone with my craft card for this one, and I've cut it 8 inches by the 9 inches, which is going to cover the length here. Okay. Yeah. And then it tells you to score it at 4 inches. So down the centre here, I've scored it at 4, folded it in half. I've now got my 9 by 4 inch piece of cardstock. Okay. So let me just secure that fold line again. And then on your die for the outside shape, again, if you have a closer look at this, you can see that there are actually pieces missing out of the cutting edge. Yeah. So it comes all the way around the edge of it and then it stops. So I've got a gap here, I've got a gap above this one, and I've got a gap here. So these are just score lines as opposed to cut. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my card down with the fold at the top, and then I'm going to put this onto it, and where that piece of sort of cutting line was missing, you're going to line that up with the fold on your card. So essentially your die is just going to overhang the edge a fraction. All right, so if you think the cutting line normally lands halfway along the metal, that's what we want to line up with that fold line on the card. And then once you're happy with that, we can stick that down, and we're going to pass this through our Gemini. So again, I'm just going to put, and I'm going to cut through both of these together. All right. So again, normal cutting sandwich. And we're going to pass that straight through the Gemini. It's going to cut through both layers, and it's going to leave us the outline matte layer to put that friend wording on. They are very, very cleverly designed, I must admit. When these first came out, they came out with a set of stencils that you could add to the lettering. So that's an option if you have stencils at home. I'm going to show you a different way of using the lettering today. And then we're going to combine it with that lovely daisy stamp. So back in here, take that out of the way. And again, we'll just remove that tape off the background, she says. That one doesn't want to come off. There we go. All right, and the same at this side. And when we take that excess away, that's the waste, and then take the rest of it from our card, you can see now that I've got that outline shape with the F, and the rest of the lettering is going to come inside. So if I actually get the other part of the die, you can see when we lay this on top, you've got that beautiful border layer. Now, I mean, I've been crafting a very long time, and to actually cut out round that yourself is not going to be an easy feat and get it even all the way around. So you've got that perfect shaping there. Just got a little bit of tape left on that side there. Okay, and it's left the fold intact. So on those areas where I said the cutting line stopped, we've actually got that fold still intact. So this will now stand ready to receive the rest of the work for your card. Okay, so again, whatever you fancy for this, you may want to cut this out of pattern paper, it may want to be plain paper, and like I said, do some stencil on it. It could be a mixed media piece, it could be one of those shaving foam backgrounds. We're constantly talking about making backgrounds and keeping them for a rainy day. This is the perfect time to actually cut to use them, and that's exactly what I did. I'd actually got a piece in my stash that I'd started inking with some of the Duet ink pads. This is actually the... no, it's not a Duet ink pad, it's Lagoon from the Harmony range. Okay. And it's just been done and literally mopped up off here.
Okay, yeah.
And then I've actually done a little bit of stenciling over the top of it. And this was a larger piece that I'd got here. And then just over the top of that, I don't know if you can just see on there, there's a little bit of shimmer. And that was my beautiful Sunbeam watercolours that I've just splattered on there.
Oh, the watercolour palette.
Yeah, you can just see in the middle here, there's that little tiny bit of shimmer going on. Yeah, the watercolour palette. So yeah, it's had a little bit of everything thrown at it. And then what we're going to do is cut this one from that colour. The teal, I love the teal with the craft card. I think it's a really nice combination. So again, I'm just going to sit that on the top of here. And this is going to cut a piece that's very cleverly all connected. So they're not individual letters, but they would be easy enough to snip apart if you wanted to have them as individual letters. Now they will go through my smaller plates there. So we'll actually pop those onto that one. 1, 2, 3. And I will pop that back through the Gemini. So a couple of cuts.
Yeah.
Oh, she says.
Oh, does it? Oh, hello.
Don't think I had those lined up properly. Let's try that again, shall we?
If it's not camera 2 mucking about, it's now the Gemini 2.
Now the Gemini.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I didn't have them quite lined up. It took the first set. Don't worry about the crackling. If ever you get that in your Geminis, it's when you've got what I call an open cut die.
Yeah.
So it's just an edge round the edge. There's nothing in between. Like all this is just literally an outline, and you'll find it maybe with nesting dies and things like that that are just outline shapes. So don't worry about that if your Gemini starts making those crackling noises. It is normal. So again, get rid of that excess from there. We just need to get rid of the tape off there, and then I will just take this piece out. And you know, you don't really need to do an awful lot more than this. It's entirely up to you how far you take this. So again, I'm just going to lift it from the back so that I'm in control of that die cut and not ripping it. And again, just have a look.
Oh yeah.
I just think that looks stunning. It really does. Yeah. I mean, you could then pop this piece in if you've got a larger embossing folder. You know, you could emboss this piece then. So many different ways.
Yeah.
But we're just literally going to lay this on here. And you can see how we're starting to build up. It's got really sort of quite a dramatic effect. And then what I did is I took the metal die out of here. You've got a lovely floral die in here so it cuts out. And I took some plain white cardstock and cut the flower. Obviously it's been cut this way so it doesn't line up on that side, but you can see the idea. With the stem, I've just used the leaf separately. And then the residue of ink that was left in my applicator when I'd been playing with this one, when I'd been doing the ink on here, just very, very lightly touch the flower, and then I went over it with my crystal sparkle pen. You can just see that sparkle catching the light there. Added some gems in the centre. And we're actually going to use this on top as an embellishment.
Okay.
As I say, they're not necessarily two things that you would maybe put together, but why not? So I actually started one at home where I utilised, it's exactly the same, but I've utilised the leaves. So I actually cut the leaves off here. You can see where the stem finishes. And I've just used the leaves up in that top corner of the F so that this is going to balance out where we're going to put the flower at the bottom here. So I'll pop onto this one now. And I'm literally going to stick this, because it's going onto my craft card, I'm going to go back to the wet glue. Because this is a very fibrous cardstock, the wet glue will seep into those fibres and give me a really nice stick on there.
Good question from Hannah. I mean, she says, do you reckon you could score that, friend, and use it as a twist and pop topping? So would there be a way to score that, or is it too big, do you think, to have?
Not necessarily, no. Your twist and pop just wants to be into 4 equal pieces, doesn't it? So as long as you measured it and actually popped your score line so that you've got those equal pieces, I don't see why not. That's an interesting, you know, this is what I love about all the different ideas. You know, just because a product comes with a concept idea, which we always show you, But you know me, I like to see what else things can do, and that's a perfect idea. If you can get more than one thing for your money, then obviously it soon becomes much more valuable than just paying out that one price for it to do one job.
And feel free to shout about it if you pick up on something that we don't know about. Tell everyone like we would tell you. Share the ideas.
I'm just going to lay that inside, and you've got a really nice border all the way around there, and then give it a good press down so that glue will actually sort of start and absorb into the craft card fibres there. Okay, and then I'm going to put the little flower on here, so just where the N and the D actually fit together. And again, I'm going to stay, because it's going onto all that ink and paint and things like that, we'll go with the all-purpose tacky glue, should I say, not all-purpose glue. There we go. That one's going to go on here, like so.
That's very
Give
pretty.
that a second to catch.
I'm getting swimming pool vibes from
Swimming pool vibes.
Do you know what I mean? When you look into a swimming pool on
water,
holiday.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then, I don't know whether we've actually got this in stock or not, but it has very quickly become a favourite. I've had it with me before.
Oh, we had
this
it
was
recently?
the set of sentiments that was launched with the collage stamps that Craig had on yesterday, I believe? Or was it the day before?
Was it this
I know
week?
Craig and Lily had
We've
them
had them on in the last few days, yeah.
And absolutely love it. So again, I've just to add an extra little bit, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need anything else, but I've just taken the Wonderful from here out of the centre of it, and I'm just going to add this in as an extra sentiment for Wonderful Friend. And what I've done is I've popped some little pieces of card on the back just to raise it so that it's flat. So this side's going over the already stacked piece, and then I've just lifted it slightly so that it's going to lay flat rather than it going from one height to the next. So this is the one that I knew I'd put tape on the back of one of them ready, you see. I sometimes think I've made it up. Like, did I actually do that, or did I just dream it? Now I've got the red line stuck to me. Get away. There we go. So this one's going to go part over the flower and part onto the card there. And I am just going to leave it as simple as that. It has got the little gemstones in the centre of the flower, so we've not broken the rules with Jan's Gems. Jan's Gems. There we go. So just one of the many, many things that you could be doing with just a couple of items out of Ben's Super Saver bag.
Yeah, certainly. There's some great deals today, and what a great project as well. We'll get Jan to line up her makes, and we can get the vote going for the demo of the show. Thank you, everyone, for your comments coming in. Michael Adams, hello, Michael. It says 2 holographic pads ordered, plus another goodie. Hercule will be happy. Yes, Hercule is the desk vacuum, of course. Have you seen the pictures that people have been putting up?
Oh, they were amazing, weren't they? I like the one with the little tutu on.
Oh, yes.
That was lovely.
Yeah. We had, who was it you sent in the other day? It was, I can't remember the name of yours though, but it had like a full-on like little wig and little glasses as well. So good.
They're amazing.
Someone else who decorated up their Gemini with googly eyes, and also their scissors too. So I'm all for this, everybody. Keep doing that.
I just think it reminded me of... you know, in the film Beauty and the Beast,
yes,
where the little clock and the candelabra and everything come to life. It reminded me of those with the scissors and everything. And yeah.
It's so good. I'm all for it. Keep sending those pictures in. I'll read some more comments in just a second, and we'll have a look at these bags. But let's get the vote going, because we are nearly at the end of the show. So, demo of the show vote then, Jan. What have you made?
Well, there are only 2. I had got 4 planned, but obviously with doing the other bits and pieces, I think that's more important, to be honest, when you're sending your questions in. If we can demo those there and then for you and give you an answer, that might be the difference in you purchasing something and deciding maybe it's not for you. I don't know. So, number 1, we looked at Sarah's goodie bag. And I just pulled out a couple of items. We had that connecting sentiment die. We had the little emoticon die, which I've used as embellishments. And of course, that beautiful holographic paper pad. As I say, just a little bit of it goes a long, long way. So that was number 1. And then number 2, we moved over to Ben's Super Saver bag, and we've just made the shaped card there using that friend die and mixing and matching it with that element from the Dainty Daisies collection there, just to give you the embellishments on there. So 1 or 2 this morning.
Get voting, everybody. You've not got long, about 2.5 minutes, something like that. Thank you as well for all the lovely comments that have come in today. Really appreciated all of those. Marnie says, love that last card with the daisy on it. It's so adorable. Jan, such a cute card, says Paw Prince. And Lynn says, the hashtag Go Live Granny. Just placed my order. Both goodie bags and 4 holographic pads.
Good.
Nice.
Well done. Absolutely love it.
You say, with my platinum discount and a special discount I had for platinum members, I'm pretty pleased with what I've got and with what I've paid.
You will not be disappointed.
No. Everything's flying, right, as you would expect. The start of the January sale, more details on the website, don't forget. But with a brand new launch and the goodie bags to the quality that we've got here, you're not surprised to learn that things are disappearing. The holographic pad on its own is flying out of the door. Not surprised when we hear the likes of Lynn, who's bought 4. There'll be more people who will be multi-ordering on these. I think the price is an absolute steal. I've got to say, for 24 sheets of this gorgeous, absolutely mesmerising holographic cardstock, buy as many as you can. I'm not surprised we're hearing people buying 2, 3, 4 of these. You're not limited to 1 per customer, nothing like that. So just buy as many as you can afford, because I have a funny feeling that this will be going out of stock because everybody's loving it. It's only £10.39 as well. If you're a platinum member, if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum, $13.56, and you're going to get your 50 bonus points on the pad as well. So a great way for you to be able to save, great way to be able to pick these up and get those extra bonus points too. I mean, what is not to love about that? What is not to love? And I love the fact that we've seen a card made with this. I love the fact that, you guys have suggested things. Popping one of those sequin dies over the top of that and showing you how you can make beautiful sequins and shakers. We've done that. Sandra's suggestion of maybe embossing. Love that idea, and we did that. So you've seen, again, the versatility that you've got with these pads. But, I mean, come on. The design. Look at the pixelated one. I just want to stand here for the last 5 minutes and wiggle it.
I think that's the disco ball one.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Cut in 4 circles and score them in half, and then we can stick them into that round shape, and we've got our very own disco ball.
I'm going to send this pad to Becky Swan and see if she'll make me a suit out of this.
A nice waistcoat.
And I'm like, yes.
Would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. A bow tie as well.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
I was just stunning.
50 bonus points you're going to get if you pick it up. £10.39 to £13.56. I'm going to have to go a bit of a pace here because I'm almost out of time. Sarah's Super Saver goodie bag is this. So with Sarah's bag, this is the way I've worked it out. It is £173, $230 worth of crafty goodies for £40 or $48 with 100 bonus points. So you pay for a set of your Aqua Blend pencils, that's the essentials. You're going to get our die-cut topper pad, Everyday Celebrations. You're also going to get the beautiful metallic pens in the rare minerals and a set of the seam binding ribbon from the Kingfisher collection. That's your value right there, okay? And then for free, an embossing board. A set of stamps and dies with the Nuts About You. You're going to get one of our interlocking sentiment dies, or the connecting sentiment dies, which is the Good Luck, which you've seen already today. Stamps and dies from the Bell Countryside collection. You've got a beautiful little mini Happy Birthday die. You've got stamps and dies from the Gnome collection. That's the Gnome Swing. You've got frames and corners from the Say It With Flowers collection. Got to go quicker. You've got the organza ribbon from that same collection. Stamps and dies from the Bella Luna collection. You've also got the cut-in, cut-out little birdie die as well. You've also got the emoticons, and you're going to get a set of our glitter pens in the vibrant florals and a glue tape pen. Add to that, you get the holographic cardstock included too. All of that for free is incredible. That's why Sarah's bag is now 30%, heading towards a third of the stock gone. 100 bonus points, £40, $48. Mine very quickly. Speed up, Ben, because you're running out of time.
Which one was this in, Ben?
That was in... Oh, yeah, you got that as well.
Yeah.
Sarah's bag.
Sarah, so you could actually cut those stars out of the holographic cardstock like we did earlier.
Goodie bag, quickly, you're going to get the rainbow pad. You're going to get the Halloween toppers. You pay for that, and then everything else here is free. Free, 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 free. Boom. And you're getting double points, £24, $32. What are you waiting for? Shop now. It's been so busy on this show. Thank you, everybody who shopped with us. Demo of the show. 2.
Excellent. There we go. So that was your Super Saver bag, Ben?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Sarah's bag might be outselling mine, but there's a moral victory for me and Jan. Yes. Yes, Dean, the people's champion. Thank you, Jan. Back for Craft Along in 2 hours.
I certainly am. I will see you then.
We'll see you then. It's an hour one, so do make sure you're aware of that. You may want to bookmark it and come back and watch it later with us. But 3 o'clock, we're there for the Craft Along. And then tonight from 5, midday Eastern, we've got Sarah's Cartload Show. Shop the deals now, though. It's ever so busy. Get that holographic pad. What are you waiting for? We'll see you in 2 hours. Bye for now.